be entering soon with the camera will be Jerry Shockey from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I'd also like to welcome our representatives of the United States Army, Captain Gregory Moreau, Staff Sergeant James Pellich, Staff Sergeant Josh Jones, and Kingsford High School Assistant Principal Mr. Doug Roberts. I would also like to introduce to you the family, friends, and guests of Mr. Ben Moreau. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would direct your attention to the south entrance of the gymnasium, I would like to first of all introduce Green Bay Packer great and Pro Football Hall of Famer James Lofton and 2016 United States Army and Pro Football Hall of Fame Award of Excellence finalist, our own Kingsford High School senior, Ben Moreau. As we honor the greatest country on earth with the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see? Under the light
in the entire country to be named a finalist for the United States Army Pro Football Hall of Fame Award for Excellence. We are pretty pleased to host today's presentation, which reflects positively on our entire student body and every member of our teaching staff, coaching staff, and community, and of course, Ben and his family. It is an honor to have representatives from the United States Army and the Pro Football Hall of Fame travel here to Kingsford this morning to honor one of our own. With that, I would like to welcome Jerry Shockey from the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Mr. Smithson and Mr. Roberts. To everyone that I've came in contact with at this school, you guys are in amazing hands with some great leadership here and a lot of very passionate staff and teachers that are involved here. So it's just been a pleasure since I got in here yesterday to be here. So thank you to the principal, the outstanding leadership up here, and everyone that's been involved. It's been a true blessing for me to be here. I can tell you, speaking on behalf of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, we are proud to partner with the U.S. Army. Both highly revered institutions, the Pro Football Hall of Fame and the U.S. Army, are founded on strong values and, of course, a commitment to excellence. Together, we have established this prestigious award, the U.S. Army Pro Football Hall of Fame Award for Excellence Program, to honor the nation's top sophomore, junior, and senior level high school athletes. But not only do these students excel in their chosen sport, but they shine academically and are outstanding members of their communities. The mission at the Pro Football Hall of Fame is to honor the heroes, to preserve its history, to promote its values, and to celebrate excellence everywhere. Think about this just for a second. Of the 24,000 players that have played the game since the NFL started in 1920, there are only 266 players that are enshrined in the Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. So not only do we celebrate excellence, but we understand what it means to be part of an elite team like the U.S. Army. This spring, the U.S. Army and the Pro Football Hall of Fame will and have, since it's our 15th ceremony, travel the country recognizing the top 20 finalists for this award. And we're here today to recognize one of your own for their achievements. This is a great honor not only for the recipient, for the school, the community, and most certainly the family. Joining us for this ceremony today, I'd like to thank our representatives from the U.S. Army. We have Captain Gregory Perrault and your local Army representatives, Staff Sergeant Pellich, as well as Staff Sergeant Jones. So I'd like to turn the program over now and to the podium to Captain Gregory Perrault.
Thank you, Jerry. Good morning, Flippers. All right, it's a good morning. It's a pleasure to be here today. Army soldiers, professional football players, and high school athletes know the importance of adaptability and versatility when working as a team. Whether it's defending your end zone or defending your country, teamwork is essential to accomplishing your objective. But the U.S. Army and Pro Football Hall of Fame also know that to be truly successful requires character, a values-based foundation, and the commitment to reach back and ensure that those who follow you are equally, if not better, positioned for future success. Through this joint recognition, we have come together to recognize Benjamin Moreau's academic, community service, and athletic accomplishments, but also to encourage his future aspirations. The student athletes we celebrate through the U.S. Army and Pro Football Hall of Fame Award for Excellence are all integral members of a team, and not just athletic teams, but their families, schools, extracurricular program, and civic organizations. Like every Army soldier, and certainly a Hall of Famer, they understand the importance of every team member in accomplishing the mission, and that victory is only achieved when everyone does their job and does it well. Anyone can celebrate being the best athletically, but when the U.S. Army and Pro Football Hall of Fame, two organizations that are founded on strong values, developed this program together, we wanted to celebrate those who strive to be not just great athletes, but outstanding people. By celebrating not just physical prowess, but academic achievement and civic mindedness, we aren't just celebrating the student athletes, but this community, parents, teachers, coaches, troop leaders, and community organizers, all of you who have encouraged, mentored, and supported your student. Our finalist success could not be achieved without the support of this outstanding school. We would like to recognize Lyle Smithson and Kingsford High School for creating an environment in which students can thrive and become outstanding citizens. Excellence that our finalist has displayed. Mr. Roberts, thank you for your contributions to the school. Now I'd like to take a moment to introduce a very special guest. It is a true pleasure to introduce our Pro Football Hall of Fame Gold Jacket, James Lofton. With the Green Bay Packers, Los Angeles Raiders, Buffalo Bills, Los Angeles Rams, and Philadelphia Eagles. In 16 seasons, Lofton caught 764 passes for 14,004 yards, an average of 18.3 yards per catch. 9 times he recorded more than 50 catches in a season. Lofton was named All-Pro 4 times, All-NFC 3 times, and was selected to play in 8 Pro Bowls. He was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2003. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Pro Football Hall of Famer, Mr. James Lofton.
Good morning. I'd like to start with a simple exercise. I'd like all the Green Bay Packer fans to stand up, just stand up where you are. Now those few misguided Detroit Lions fans, you can stand up now. What can you do? We had to let them in. I'd like to thank the U.S. Army Reps for coming out and their great support of this event. But I'd also like to acknowledge, this is a pretty impressive band, so let's give it up one more time to the band. The Sunday night games for Westwood One Radio, and at every game I'm at during the regular season, 17 regular season games, I get to hear the national anthem sang. You did a fantastic job, much better than a lot of people performing at the game. And like I said, I'd like to thank the U.S. Army for lending their support. And really the entire Pro Football Hall of Fame. Jerry Shockey's here representing the Pro Football Hall of Fame, which by the way is just an 11-hour drive away. You just go straight down past Lake Michigan. When you get to Lake Erie, you make a left and then you make a short right, and you're right there in Canton, Ohio. Just thought I'd throw that out there. And I'd also like to thank the students and the staff, because you look at this assembly, and it's not possible. It just doesn't happen. Somebody has to plan all this. So they've done a fantastic job here at Kingsford High School. Like I said, I'm proud to be here and to be a small part of this presentation. The road to the Hall of Fame, like I mentioned, 11 hours away, demands commitment and a lot of hard work on and off the playing field. And to reach that level of excellence requires a variety of skills, such as dedication to team, adaptability, and versatility. Those qualities are instilled in every U.S. Army soldier. That is why this partnership is a perfect fit between the Pro Football Hall of Fame and the U.S. Army, and why I'm so excited to be here today. My parents were both members of the U.S. Army. My mom served in the U.S. Army as a WAC. That was the Women's Army Corps back in World War II. So you guys can pick up the history book, find out when World War II was. Long time ago. And my dad served 22 years. He rose to the rank of Sergeant Major, and he was in World War II and also the Korean War. I, like my older brother and my two older sisters, which means I was the baby, were both born and raised on an Army base in Fort Ord, California. I remember having inspection on Saturday mornings. My dad would come in, and the bed would have to be made a certain way, you know, that tight-fitting bed. And he'd take a nickel, and he'd drop it. And if it bounced, you got to keep your allowance for the week. Now, inflation is a little different now. I don't know how much money you'd have to drop to make your kids make up their bed, but that was the way it was in my house. I guess my dad had a nickel. He was a pretty big spender. Now, I love seeing my dad when he was in uniform, and he was certainly my hero as I was growing up. When I think about the Pro Football Hall of Fame and its motto, to honor the heroes of the game, to preserve its history, to promote its values, and to celebrate excellence everywhere, isn't that what we're doing here today? With this backdrop that's presented by the Hall of Fame and the U.S. Army, we're honoring a young hero. And all the heroes that helped him along the way. I got to meet Grandma and Grandpa. You guys are too young to really be Grandma and Grandpa for this kid right here. I got to meet the parents, his younger brother, that extended family, that circle of influence, his family and his friends here today, the classmates, the teachers, the coaches, and the entire community that has touched Ben, both on and off the field. Ben has packed a lot into the first 18 years of his life. You know, I've got a couple pair of shoes out in my garage that are 18 years old. Ben's been doing a lot of stuff. Football for 4 years, track for 4 more years, basketball 4 years, or 2 seasons of basketball. He's been a 4-point-plus student, not just 4.0, 4-point-plus here at Kingsford High School. He's worked on the Academic Spirit Week. He's organized college tours for the high school juniors. The Red Cross blood drive, which is something my wife is always real big on. She's always trying to get me to donate blood, but I'm a little too squeamish. He's been vice president of the Kingsford National Honor Society. And the one that really got me is he's donated over 100 hours volunteering physical therapy. He's been working with a young autistic student for his advanced fitness class. And I think that shows a lot of heart and a lot of compassion. The U.S. Army has a slogan on their website: join the team that makes a difference. I don't know if Ben has time to join another team. I don't know what else he could do. But I did have a question after reading his bio and getting to know him a little bit earlier. What is cow bingo? And I hope that no cows are harmed while playing this game goes on. Now I'd like to introduce a very special guest. It is a true pleasure to introduce our Pro Football Hall of Fame. That's me again. But we want to bring up Ben. We want to salute him with a jacket and a plaque. The jacket comes first, the plaque goes on second, so that he doesn't drop the plaque while we're putting the jacket on. I forgot I had the plaque back here. semifinalists for this award around the country. And this spans from the East Coast to the West Coast, all the way to Hawaii. So 20, when you think about it, there are, correct me if I'm wrong, don't correct me really, there are probably 50 million high school students in the United States. Close? Close enough. So 20, do the math, very small percentage. And I think that you guys should be proud that you have lifted Ben to this level. He's done a lot of work on his own. I asked his younger brother, is he smart or did he just study a lot? Younger brother didn't throw him under the bus. He answered, he says he does both. So it is my honor to recognize Ben as a finalist for this prestigious award and let him come up and go at it. Ben, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Words cannot adequately express how appreciative and humbled I am to see you all here today and to support me. First, I'd like to give special recognition and thanks to our U.S. Army service representatives here today. Without our military, we would not be able to enjoy all of our freedoms that we sometimes take for granted. I know many of you here in this gymnasium today have friends and family currently enlisted in our armed forces. Can we please take a moment to stand and applaud our military men and women serving around the world, and also for any veterans in attendance today. Give a special thank you to Mr. George Barris, Miss Maddie Rankin, Mr. Jerry Shockey, and the rest of the Hall of Fame representatives for all their hard work and dedication to the Pro Football Hall of Fame Awards program. Also, having been a die-hard Green Bay Packer fan all of my life, it is a special honor and thrill to be receiving this award from a Packer Hall of Famer. I can only imagine what it was like to play for the Green Bay Packers, and I will never be fortunate to have that experience. I am, however, very thankful to have had the honor and privilege to play for the Kingsford Flippers. Mr. Lofton, I am in awe that you are here to present me with the Hall of Fame Award for Excellence. I am truly blessed to be standing in front of you today, representing the Kingsford School District. I'd like to give a heartfelt congratulations to the other 19 finalists for all their hard work and dedication in striving for excellence. I would just like to point out that excellence is not solely trying to make oneself look better, but making everyone else around you better. Everyone here can reach excellence if they put their mind to it. Never let anyone tell you you can't reach new heights. If you give 100% effort in everything you do, you will see positive rewards blossoming in your life. I would like to thank the Brighton Township School staff at Woodland Elementary, Kingsford Middle School, and Kingsford High School for molding me into the student I am today. As I look out into the crowd, it is nice to see some retired teachers that I had. Your support throughout this process has been unprecedented. Due to your help and knowledge, I am ready to take on the next chapter of my life at St. Norbert College. I would like to give a special thank you to Mrs. Edberg, Mr. Smithson, and Mr. Roberts for making this event possible. Academics is such a key component to having success in life, because without it, many of the hopes and dreams that people wish for will not be possible to obtain. Athletics has also been an important aspect of my high school career. I would like to give a big thank you to Mr. Murdoch, the Kriegel brothers, Mr. Navarra, Mr. Hofer, Mr. Wallstrom, Mr. Romanoli, Mr. Roberts, Mr. Wilsius, Mr. Harry, Mr. Berlinski, and all of the football coaches and trainers that I have had to make me a better player. I would also like to thank Mr. Roberts for making me a better sprinter in track. You taught us to fight through fatigue and that it would be worth it in the end. The same applies to life. There are times when things don't go our way, and we need to always push through that period because that event will only make us stronger. Two-a-days will also pay dividends in the future for my teammates and myself because it made us mentally tougher. I believe I was a part of a special group of men during my football years here at KHS. We all pushed each other, worked for each other, and bonded to form a brotherhood on the field of battle. I want to thank you, gentlemen, for creating special memories with me that I will cherish forever. I would like to thank Father Joe and our parish family for all the support and encouragement you've showed me throughout my first 18 years of life. Your sermons and teachings have inspired me to help others and live the best Christian life that I can. I appreciate how you challenge me to always improve my ways to positively impact others. You always told me to thank God every day for the blessings He has given me, and I truly believe we all need to be more thankful for the gifts God has given us. Last but not least, on this long list of thank yous, I would like to thank my family, Mom, Dad, Matt, Grandma, and Auntie. You've all made me a stronger individual with all your support. No matter what I've done, you've always had my back and supported me in whatever endeavor I pursued. If I thought the road to success was too rocky, you always encouraged me to push through and never give up. You taught me that quitting is never an option. I appreciate that and everything you've done for me. The most important lesson you taught me, though, was to always treat others with the same respect and dignity that I would like to be treated with in life. I will continue to model my life after the great life lessons you have taught me. In closing, I would like to thank everyone for coming to share this honor with me today. To the members of Flivver Nation, I am fortunate to be surrounded by incredibly supportive people. Each of you has had an impact on my development into the man I am today. I am grateful for your time, interest, lessons, and encouragement. I am extremely proud to accept this award on your behalf. Thank you for all the support and kind words expressed throughout this process. Thank you, God bless, and go Flippers.
Very well said. Nice job, Ben. And once again, a big congratulations to Ben Moreau. The winner of the 2016 Award for Excellence will be announced on Saturday, August 6, 2016 at the Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Weekend in Canton, Ohio. 11 hours away, and I know we've been given directions, so we will be there. Ben and his family, though, will be there. They will be the guests of the Pro Football Hall of Fame in the United States Army for that weekend's activities in Canton, Ohio. And just as a side note, for the large majority that stood, if you didn't already know it, that is the weekend that Green Bay Packer legend Brett Favre will be enshrined into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Also being there that weekend, and I would like to thank her for being here today. We have another finalist in our county, and I'd like to recognize Olivia Truscott from Iron Mountain. Olivia, thank you for being here this morning. We'd like to thank all of our guests here this morning, our representatives from the United States Army, our Pro Football Hall of Fame representatives, Mr. James Lofton and Mr. Jerry Shockey. And a very special thank you to our community, all of you here in the audience today, our community members, our student body, our family members, our band. All of you helped make today a very memorable day for all of us in Kingsford, and most specifically the Moreau family. So a big thank you to all of you. And let's have one big round of applause again for the United States Army and for everything they do to continue in closing, let's give it up one more time for 2016 United States Army Pro Football Hall of Fame Award of Excellence finalist, our own Ben Moreau. At the conclusion of our program, you will report back to your 10 o'clock class. And to our community adult members, I would like to invite you to a social, which will be held over in the Kingsford High School cafeteria. So again, congratulations, Ben, and thank you everyone for being here this morning.